our e-learning classes of class 5. We have started first chapter, Health and Hygiene. And in my last class, I have completed vaccination and what is the meaning of vaccination and how the vaccines prevent us from communicable diseases. So, before to start today, we will just little bit we will revise about the vaccines. So we have I have taught you already that vaccines are actually not medicines. They are small amount of feeble germs or the dead cells of a particular disease which are introduced inside our body. As an effect, the body produces or the body produces a kind of substance which protect us or which fight against these communicable diseases or which fight against these germ cells. So in this way, vaccine is very, very important because it creates immunity inside our body, and immunity is very much needed for a long time or our lifetime. So as vaccines provides us immunity and they are creating immunity inside our body, so vaccine is very much needed. It should take in proper time, and every child has to take all kinds of vaccines. But vaccines is not only things which prevent us from any kind of diseases. We have to maintain our surrounding. We have to keep our surrounding clean. We have to maintain ourselves neat and clean, and we have to think about our surrounding inside of our house and outside of our house. So we have to maintain our hygiene. So what does mean of hygiene? Let's talk about something. And what is hygiene? Hygiene, if we'll talk about hygiene, so hygiene is good habits that ensure cleanliness and good health. So proper hygiene helps us prevent diseases, and some steps to maintain hygiene is given here. But proper hygiene means what? Is it proper hygiene means only to maintain ourselves or cleanliness of our body? No, that is personal hygiene. Along with the personal hygiene, we have to maintain our surrounding and cleanliness of the surrounding outside of our house and inside of our house. So this total means proper hygiene, which we have to maintain to keep ourselves away from different kind of diseases, along with the vaccine and along with some kind of preventions. So step-wise, one by one we will explain, and one by one we will discuss about the hygiene. First one is given here. We should wash our hands with soap and water before eating food and after going to the toilet. As we know, soaps are meant to kill the germs. So we have to always wash our hands before eating anything. Because if we will not wash our hands with soap and clean water, these germs along with the food enter inside our body and make us sick. So it is very much needed to clean our hands with soap and water before to eat anything and after the toilet. Because when we are going inside the toilet, there may be germs are everywhere, no, in water, in air, everywhere. So if germs will enter inside our body, they will make us sick. So we should be careful about these germs and about our cleanliness. Next point is given here, number 2 is given here. We should bath daily to remove dust, dead cells and germs on the body. The whole day long you are outside, maybe in the school, maybe in the ground, maybe with your friends, and you are doing lots of activities. So your hands, your body is covered with sweat. We are producing too much sweat. So sweat is on our body, and as the salt and water content is within our sweat, so maybe germs can attack this sweat. and there may be some dust particle is also, there may be some kind of germs, there may be some kind of dirt. So before to going to bed and before to eat something, at first when we come back to our home, at first we have to bath and we have to make ourselves clean with the water and soap. Third step is given, we should cut our nails regularly. Why should we cut our nails regularly? As we know, if our nails are big in size, maybe the dust, dirt or the dirty things are within our nails, or maybe germs are there. And with these dirty nails, with this dirty hand, when we eat something, so these dirt, these germs and these kind of things may insert inside our body, may enter inside our body, and it will make us again sick. So any kind of activity, any kind of thing when you are doing, you have to always keep it in your mind that after this activity, we will clean our hand, we will clean our self at first. So this is about our proper hygiene of our own self, or you can say the personal hygiene. Next, kitchen floor, toilet, bathroom should be cleaned with disinfectants regularly. We cook our food in the kitchen, so there are so many organic items. And in the kitchen, very often we have seen that flies visit. So when the flies are coming from the outside and in outside of our house, maybe they are sitting on the garbage, maybe they are sitting on the sewage and drain. So on their wings and on their legs, they are carrying dirty things along with the germs. When they are sitting on our food items with the same wings, with the same legs, they are leaving all these germs and dirt on the food items of our house, or whatever the food items are there in the kitchen, and they are leaving all the germs there. So the food become contaminated, and this contaminated food if we eat, that will make us sick. So these all are carrying disease causing germs, dust and contamination, which can make our food very dirty and unhealthy for us. So we should not take any uncovered food, and we have to maintain the kitchen floor. So we have to clean it with disinfectants. That means the insects and other kind of flies and other things will not visit there, and our food items will be safe. The very next step is given, we should always keep the food properly covered. So why we have to cover our food? I have explained to you, we have to cover our food so that flies and other insects do not sit on them and do not make them contaminated. We should keep our surrounding clean. So this is a very important point. We should not careful about ourselves and about our house. We should be careful about our surrounding also. So if we are cleaning our house from inside and throwing the garbage outside, we are just throwing the contaminated and dirty water outside. So these will make our surrounding dirty and unclean, and we know stagnant waters are ground of mosquitoes and other insects. So they will breed there, they will grow there, and these mosquitoes will come inside our house and make us sick. So the whole surrounding will become contaminated and the ground of disease carrying germs. So we should be always careful about to throw the garbage. It should be always in the bin. It should be always in a garbage center, and we shouldn't throw the water or the dirty water outside of our home, because these all are making our surrounding or environment unclean and unhealthy. Very next, or the next point is given here, there should be wire screens or net on the doors and windows of the houses to prevent the entry of the flies, mosquitoes, etc. So why should we have to maintain this, and why should we have to use wire nettings on our windows? Because if windows are covered with wire nettings, or the wire nettings are there on the windows, they will stop the entrance of flies and other insects inside our house. And as they will not visit, they will unable to visit our home will become safe from these communicable diseases. Along with this, we have to maintain other sides of the hygiene also. We have to clean our floor with disinfectants. We have to keep our food always covered. We have to make some cross ventilations in our house, so the sunlight and air can come inside our home, because sunlight also kills germs and microbes. So these all things are very necessary to keep our home neat and clean and dry. There should be proper ventilations as well as the drainage system, because if through our drains the water go outside and spread on the ground, so it is also unhealthy. So we should maintain the proper drainage system as well as our ventilations, as well as our windows covered with the wire mesh. And with all of these, we have to maintain our personal hygiene. So hygiene is very important for keeping ourselves away from the communicable diseases and to make us fit and healthy.